Previously on Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha, our hero's world was shattered by the system's dark revelation. The Gacha's true power is a curse that threatens to destroy reality. The enemy closes in, and our hero's fate hangs by a thread.
Stop. You're wrong.
Seojin checks his surroundings, taking in the maze of buildings and narrow alleys. He spots a guide message about long-term missions, and his eyes widen in realization. That's the key to their escape: survive long enough to get past the game systems. He spots a window of opportunity, a back door that could give them an easy escape. He decides to take it, with Jenna's cautious eye on the situation. The stakes are high, and their survival hangs by a thread. Seojin, Han, and Jenna are about to make a move. They're going to try and change the course of events, but it's a risk that could backfire. They're in a world where the rules don't apply, and they know it.
We're from different worlds.
The princess's words hang in the air, a stark reminder of the reality they're facing. They're two people from different worlds, trying to navigate a situation that's beyond their control. They're in over their heads. Will they make it out alive? Seojin Han's got his chance to act. He's got the initiative. He's the one deciding the course of events now. The key action or twist of this chapter is happening now. A mysterious figure offers the main character a job as a mercenary for a hefty price, forcing them to weigh their options under intense pressure. The emotional stakes are rising fast, as the main character gains a potentially life-changing opportunity, but also risks losing their freedom and autonomy to a ruthless employer. The cliffhanger is this: the mysterious figure reveals ominous events spreading across the continent, leaving the main character with a daunting choice: take the job and risk everything, or forge their own path in a treacherous world. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Seojin is frustrated with the warriors' caution, but he knows they're just trying to protect Phreatia. His goal is to keep her safe, but first, he needs to get her out of this situation. He spots the target, realizing they're not as helpless as they seem. The target is a young child, and Seojin knows the player will stop at nothing to capture her. The cost is Seojin's resolve. He's willing to put his life on the line to protect her. Let me be alone. Seojin senses someone or something nearby, watching him. He looks around, trying to pinpoint the source of the disturbance. Suddenly, he hears a faint cry.
Even if you're hurt? Even if I'm dead? How will they hold on to their hope? The warriors are desperate to escape, and their goal is to stay alive. The obstacle is their own health and the looming danger.
The chapter ends at a breaking point for Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha. Every answer opened 3 new questions. The final moment leaves everything and everyone on the edge. Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Jenna and Freya have similar builds, but to differentiate between them in the dark.
What happens? They must act fast, but they're trapped with limited options. The enemy is closing in, and the odds are against them.
Stop. You're wrong.
What's the cost? We'll find out soon, folks. They're taking a huge risk, but the reward could be worth it. We'll join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes, and we'll see what's in store for Seojin Han and his crew. Join the Hari squad now, and let's dive back into the world of Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha. Seojin Han's goal is to rise in rank and protect Eren, but he's still learning the ropes, and the stakes are higher than ever. Eren is on the brink of death, and Han knows they can't afford to lose him. His frenzy state takes over, but it's unclear if it'll be enough to save Eren. What blocks Han is his own emotions and the enemy's superior strength. What happens is Han's frenzy state overrides his reason, and he charges forward, leaving his party in a vulnerable position. What is the cost is Han's party is now more exposed than ever before, and Eren's life hangs by a thread. His life is in danger. Han's strength stat is now at, and his armor can't withstand the enemy's attacks. Han's plan is to escape with Eren and Jenna. What blocks him is the enemy's relentless pursuit and the castle gates, heavily guarded and locked. His action is to order Freya to rush the gates, hoping to clear a path.
Jenna's explosive outburst tears the group apart, leaving only 4 remaining as she walks away, her eyes blazing with a mix of anger and determination to rise to the top. Jenna's actions have left her teammate shattered, a deep wound inflicted on her trust and heart, while Jenna herself gains a reckless edge, willing to sacrifice everything for her own ambition. With the remnants of the group reeling from Jenna's betrayal, a new storm brews on the horizon as a mysterious figure emerges from the shadows, setting their sights deadlier on Jenna's explosive rise to power.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Seojin Han gasps for air, his vision darkening. Will he make it to safety in time? The tension in the air is suffocating. Han's heart is racing like a runaway engine. Adis is his lifeline, but the weight of her injuries threatens to crush them both. He needs to move, and fast.
We're running out of time. The urgency in Adis's voice echoes Han's desperation.
Han takes a last glance at their surroundings. The enemies are closing in. One wrong step will be their last. He grits his teeth. Adis trusts him. He must not fail her. Seojin Han's thoughts race when Master announces disconnect. Han's got a chance to save Adis from a toxic trap. Master's plan is set in motion, and every second counts.
Will you disconnect?
Han's eyes dart to Adis's precarious position. The poison's taking hold, and each passing moment increases the risk of fatal bleed.
Yes! I'll go back to the party.
Han knows this isn't a victory. The Master will bring in a new recruit, just like before. The cycle of death and rebirth will repeat unless he does something. Seojin Han's thoughts race when Master announces disconnect. Han's got a chance to save Adis from a toxic trap. Master's plan is set in motion, and every second counts.
Will you disconnect?
Han's eyes dart to Adis's precarious position. The poison's taking hold, and each passing moment increases the risk of fatal bleed.
Yes! I'll go back to the party.
Han's eyes widen in panic as he realizes his mistake. His comrades Adis and Master are in grave danger, poisoned by the enemy's attack. Han's hands move quickly, thinking of a plan. He recalls the phrase Master taught him about forming connections with other heroes.
Stop. I'm not connected to him.
Han's face falls, but he doesn't give up. He remembers the words Master spoke about taking responsibility for his friends. He decides to act. Han's got to keep his friends alive. Master said the key is responsibility. The poison's spreading, and Adis is bleeding out. Han remembers the words. Take care of those who trust you. His eyes snap to the wound, and he rips off his jacket to make a tourniquet.
You can't save them like this. Han's eyes flash with determination. He pulls out a small vial, unscrews the cap, and pours the liquid onto Adis's wound. A burst of blue flames erupts. The poison's slowed, but they need more time. The Master's words echo in his mind. Protect your party.
Han's life hangs in the balance as he succumbs to the poison, his health rapidly dwindling, leaving him a mere shadow of his former self, his desperate scream echoing through the desolate landscape. Han's loss is a bitter pill to swallow, his once promising future now uncertain, the weight of his lack of judgment crushing him, as the memory of his past mistakes haunts him relentlessly. The poison's origin remains a mystery, leaving everyone on high alert, as whispers of a traitor spread like wildfire, fueling suspicion and fear, casting a dark shadow over the entire group's fragile alliance.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The countdown begins. Seojin Han thinks he knows how to win at Pick Me Up. What are you talking about? Seojin Han's eyes scan the surroundings, taking in the master's words about synthesis. He wants to understand how to improve his chances of survival. But the master remains nonchalant, almost detached. Seojin Han's frustration grows, and his voice takes on a sharper tone. "You're not even going to answer?" The master's expression doesn't change, but Seojin Han senses a hint of amusement beneath the surface. The master's gaze drifts away, and Seojin Han's eyes follow, searching for answers. Party is being held, and Seojin Han is going. The master's words cut deep. "You won't even last a minute." The squad gathers around, for synthesis, perhaps. The training pause is a rare occurrence.
Seojin Han and the squad are in a storage room. They're about to undergo a remodeling process. The master is explaining the rules, but Seojin Han is already thinking about the battle ahead. He's wondering what new facilities will be added and how it will affect the fight. The master's words are distracting, but Seojin Han's focus remains on the master. He's analyzing the situation, trying to find an advantage. The question is, what new facilities will be added, and how will it impact the battle?
Building facility. Please tap the kind of facility you want.
Seojin Han chooses a lodging level, and the squad starts to discuss the remodeling process.
Nerissa's world is turned upside down as she discovers two Snoiltos, each with their own distinct abilities, forcing her to confront the true nature of her reality. The fragile bond between Nerissa and her Hyungnim is tested as she gains the power to challenge him, but she loses the innocence that once defined her carefree relationship with him. A new era of gacha battles is about to begin as Nerissa's facility is upgraded. But at what cost? Will the power of the Snoiltos consume her, or will she find a way to control it?
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.
New floor. Why are you all talking nonsense? Appa, what's happening? It's a bit strange. I think it's perfectly normal. But only 13 people on the second floor.
You're wrong, smirks at me, like they think they're in control. My anger burns brighter, and I know I won't back down. This is it, the moment I have to take a stand. His voice rises, and his words cut through the air. We're not going to let you do this to us. We're going to fight back.
The key action or twist of this chapter. The room assignment system has just been appended, as a new, unpredictable process takes its place, casting a dark cloud of uncertainty over the students' futures. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Jihoon faces a crushing loss as his hard work and dedication are rendered useless, leaving him broken and questioning his own worth. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. The sinister force behind the room assignment alteration remains shrouded in mystery, as Jihoon's fate hangs precariously in the balance, waiting to be sealed by the next twist.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. A place where life is about being useful or garbage. Mr. Han's rule. Prove your worth or perish. The strong, like Party and Party Z, train every day. I witnessed them myself, and I'm no ordinary guy. If I can fight those monsters, I can take on Eren too.
Stop.
But what's the point of proving your worth if it doesn't matter? I heard rumors of a system to get rid of trash, but Master, the guy who brought me here, doesn't seem to use it. That's weird.
You're wrong. Mr. Han stands confidently in front of the other players. Alan watches him, slightly hesitant.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. Alan's eyes widen in surprise.
LONWI grins. Guess we finally leveled up. Aaron smirks. And now it's time to put our skills to the test. Master's voice is detached. There's no need for support roles and gathering roles yet.
Alan's chest tightens. What does that mean for those who aren't combat ready? Can they still prove their worth?
There isn't a big need for support roles and gathering roles yet. Alan's heart sinks.
LONWI looks worried. Guess that means we're stuck with the same roles. Aaron shrugs. Half the party's accepted it. The other half is in denial. Master's silence is deafening. LONWI, you. Alan, I'm asking you, who are you? Alan, I already told you, I am just here to help.
Alan's evasive answer fuels Lon's frustration, and his grip on his fist tightens. What's driving Alan's hesitation, and what does Lon plan to do with this new information? But before Lon can push Alan further, Mr. Han intervenes, ordering Alan to enter the door and face the challenge ahead. The other party members join in, urging Alan to move swiftly.
Our main character's existence hangs in the balance as he's forced to confront the cruel reality. Whether you're an aristocrat or a nobody, your worth is determined by your usefulness in this desperate world. The weight of rejection threatens to crush him as he struggles to come to terms with the fact that he's no better than the trash he's been labeled by the system. His dignity all but shattered. The ominous door beckons, its secrets and dangers locked within. But one thing is certain. Beyond that threshold lies a choice that will forever alter the course of his life and plunge him into a darkness from which he may never return.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Seojin Han raises his sword, ready to cut off his own arm. The weight of his decision is crushing him. He remembers the countless star heroes sacrificed in the game. The game is a never-ending cycle of trial and error. Han knows he has to push through no matter the cost. His hand trembles, and the sword shakes in his grip. He knows one wrong move will be fatal.
Can't do it to myself.
Han takes a deep breath and readies himself for the impossible. The sword begins to swing down. Seojin Han wants to defeat the player controlling him and his party. But Velkis and Narissa stand in his way. They're the party members he needs to make his plan work. He recalls that Velkis' special ability is fast regeneration, which is a game changer. Seojin's hands move swiftly as he calculates the stats. He comes up with a plan. Velkis is indeed a game changer.
Stop duel. Facility just improved.
What does that mean for the party? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Leslie's unshakable resolve is tested as he's suddenly thrust into a make-or-break duel, leaving him to confront his deepest fears and the uncertainty that comes with being a potential downgraded player. Leslie's emotional landscape is forever changed as he grapples with the possibility of being downgraded, a fate that hangs precariously in the balance, threatening to shatter the fragile sense of security he's managed to build. As Leslie takes his place at the duel center, he's met with a haunting revelation. The true extent of his opponent's abilities remains a mystery, leaving him with a daunting question. Can he truly rely on his own strength to emerge victorious?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
Nullifying her royal status because she committed an evil crime despite being of royal blood.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Seojin's thoughts are interrupted by the system notification. He looks down at his character screen, a mix of excitement and trepidation on his face. This could be his chance to break free from the cycle. He clicks on the new skill, his mind racing with possibilities.
Stats leveling up.
Seojin's character level is rising, but it's not just the numbers that are changing. He can feel his confidence growing, his determination to escape the dungeons solidifying. He's not just a star hero anymore. He's a force to be reckoned with. Let's dive into Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha with Seojin Han as our protagonist. We're at Beat.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Phreasia's true intentions are revealed as she gathers the crowd, setting the stage for a daring escape that will shake the foundations of the city to its core. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Lila's innocence is shattered as the dark truth about her royal mother's actions comes to light, leaving her reeling with the weight of her mother's betrayal and a complicated sense of her own identity. The cliffhanger: what is left dangerously unresolved going forward? The authorities are hot on Phreasia's heels, with their latest wanted posters hinting at a massive manhunt, leaving Phreasia's fate and Lila's safety precariously hanging in the balance as they continue to navigate the treacherous landscape.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The king of the dungeon lies dead, and we're about to uncover what led to his demise on the very stairs that now seem innocent. Stop acting like it's a problem. Seojin Han, the star hero, sees the situation and decides to take control. He moves before anyone else can breathe, his eyes locked on Liam. Seojin's getting anxious, his stats are maxing out, and the quest is still on. Will he make it? Seojin tries to reason with Pino. Maybe the longbow's not the right choice after all. Buy something more valuable with that money. There are a few other noticeable ones other than the elemental stones. Seojin Han's group is now face to face with Party Z's leader. Usher's stern expression says it all. What do they want? Usher wants to test Seojin's limits, but Seojin's not intimidated. What blocks them? Liam's caution, but Seojin sees this as a chance to prove himself. What happens? He steps forward, undaunted, and the two leaders engage in a fierce battle. What is the cost? The outcome hangs in the balance, and Seojin's future hangs in the balance with it. Will Seojin Han's grit and determination be enough to take him to the top? Seojin Han's golden coin glints in the dark. His priority is protecting it.
The key action or twist of this chapter: Aaron's desperation grows as he's cornered by his past, forcing him to confront the dark secrets he's been trying to escape, leaving his grip on reality slipping. The emotional stakes: what a character gained or lost. Aaron's reckless pursuit has cost him the trust of his fellow survivors, now left to face the twisted world alone, and the weight of his past mistakes crushes him. The cliffhanger: what is left dangerously unresolved going forward? The mysterious forces manipulating the world from the shadows are closing in, leaving Aaron wondering if he's fighting for survival or merely dancing to someone else's tune.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Nerissa. Brian, you think I'm just a waste of? Brian, action time. Seojin decides to show Nerissa his skills. He picks up a nearby straw from the cafeteria and starts drawing. Velkis looks concerned, but Nerissa seems intrigued. Brian, Seojin's gamble pays off. Nerissa joins the party. But now, they have to deal with Dika's absence. Seojin realizes that their training is about to get even more intense.
Velkis, is that what you really believe? You think you're better than me just because you're new? Seojin Han, wretch, newbie. Who cares if I'm new or not? It's the survival of the fittest, not the oldest. You've been here longer than us, but you don't see.
The party's here to take on Velkis, but Nerissa has other plans. She's positioning herself to take advantage of the terrain, her level and skills low, but she's got skills that'll take down Velkis. Velkis the key, they can't mess this up.
Why are you here?
Seojin Han's instincts scream at him to be cautious, but his gut tells him to trust Nerissa, for now. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Players are shocked as Velkis and Nerissa are unceremoniously excluded from party, their chances of survival now hanging precariously in the balance. The exclusion has left Velkis and Nerissa reeling, their confidence shattered as they struggle to come to terms with the harsh reality of their own expendability, their hopes and fears now on full display. As the duel's outcome remains uncertain, the very fate of the party hangs precariously in the balance, the weight of their decisions threatening to tip the scales in favor of disaster or salvation.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Hell yeah. You arrogant wretch. You're gonna be on wish-washing duty once you come to our party. The battle is far from over.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Aaron's resolve is put to the ultimate test as he makes a shocking decision, refusing to bow to pressure despite the party's rejection. His conviction burning brighter than ever before. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. A spearman's advantage is meaningless when the enemy is already on top of you. Seojin Han finds himself transported into the world of Pick Me Up, a notoriously difficult gacha game. He's a star hero fodder for learning a boss attack patterns. Seojin's philosophy is to rise in rank and defeat the player controlling him and his party. The world of Pick Me Up is unforgiving, where heroes are mere statistics, and the player is the god. You're going down, newbie. Seojin faces off against Aaron, a skilled swordsman who's been training with Velkis, a spearman. The two have different combat tactics, and the difference is clear. This is where the real test begins for Velkis. Seojin's gonna push him hard, and Velkis gotta keep up. But Aaron's tactics are predictable, and Seojin is counting on that. You've gotten soft. Velkis adjusts too fast, but Aaron's still trying to find the right angle. He's got one thing in mind, to exploit Velkis' defense. Show all that you have. Velkis has emerged victorious, and Seojin Han is proud of his accomplishment. He knows that this is just the beginning of his journey, and he's eager to take on new challenges. I'm rather dissatisfied with the results, but I think he wasn't as ready. Velkis' next move will be crucial. Will he choose to join Aaron's party or forge his own path? Velkis knows his skills are being put to the test. The mission requires his expertise, but something's off. The party's formation looks shakier than he'd like. Han, the leader, has Velkis, a spearman, and a swordsman by his side, but he's not thrilled about their odds. Kaido's reckless gamble has backfired as his opponent lands a crushing counterattack, sending him reeling on the brink of defeat, his entire strategy crumbling around him. Haikyuu's emotional turmoil has reached new heights as he's forced to confront the harsh reality of his own fragility. His confidence shattered by a single, devastating blow that cuts deep into his psyche. The very fabric of the tournament hangs precariously in the balance as Kaido's desperate attempt to turn the tables leaves him wide open to a potential knockout, his future hanging by a thread. Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Being in party means you're already expendable, and the danger is just beginning to unfold. Our protagonist, Seojin Han, finds himself stuck in this game as a star hero, and his philosophy, star heroes are just fodder for learning a boss attack patterns, takes a drastic turn. He's got no choice but to rise in rank and defeat the player controlling him and his party. Can a gacha game character hope to defeat a godlike player? That's the question. I have to get stronger. I have to survive. But let's see how he's going to do that. In party, Seojin Han meets Aaron, a star hero, who's part of the party.
P23, I'm sorry. I'll work as an instructor. Quit it.
But why? What's the real reason behind his decision? Is it the desire to prove himself, or the fear of being rejected by his family? The fog in front of his eyes refuses to clear. He's lost in thought, unsure of what he's seeing in his ally. Seojin Han realizes his surroundings. A training ground where he's supposed to be a strong instructor, but it feels like a prison. His goal is to break free, but what's blocking him? The fear of failure or the thought of leaving his family behind? He checks the exit twice. His hands won't stop moving.
Seojin finds himself in a cutthroat environment, where players like Velkis see him as nothing more than a pawn. Velkis is ruthless, willing to do whatever it takes to win, and Seojin knows he's in over his head. He's desperate to prove himself, to show Velkis that he's more than just a star hero. But as he watches Velkis' cold calculation, he wonders if he's already lost. Will he be able to find a way to overcome this obstacle? Or will he be crushed by the weight of Velkis' expectations?
Stop. You're wrong.
Seojin realizes he's been playing into Velkis' hands, following their lead without questioning. Nerissa approaches Seojin, her eyes never leaving his face.
Ryanosuk's world is turned upside down as he catches a glimpse of the truth, his heart racing with a mix of emotions as the fog in front of his eyes finally starts to lift, revealing a shocking reality. Ryanosuk's journey has left him emotionally drained, forcing him to confront the depths of his feelings for Jenna and the harsh truth about his own identity, leaving him questioning his very sense of self.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
Brian, Berserk mode has been triggered, but Han's partner isn't a training dummy.
You're outmatched. The game is far from over. Han grins, the knowledge of his true potential coursing through his veins. He's not just fighting for survival, he's fighting for the chance to rise to the top. And Nerissa is the first step on that journey.
The two of you fight as a team, as the dark skies turn ominous. Their bond is put to the ultimate test in a battle that will leave only one standing. In this heart-wrenching moment, Jinwoo's unwavering determination has earned him a crucial ally, but at what cost to his own well-being and the weight of his newfound responsibilities. The shocking truth about Minjae's past threatens to upend Jinwoo's entire world, as a sinister figure emerges from the shadows, ready to unleash a devastating revelation that will change everything forever.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Seojin Han's strategy is being put to the test. He's the star hero, but Jenna and Chloe are his party, and they need guidance. Seojin's philosophy is that star heroes are just fodder, but he's willing to adapt. He must find a way to work with his teammates.
Let's focus on Jenna's skills. Seojin looks at Jenna, who's struggling to keep up with the current quest. Her eyes dart around the battlefield, unsure where to attack. Seojin's glance flicks between Jenna and Chloe, searching for an answer. What if his teammates can't keep up? That won't work. We need a new strategy. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
The training grounds are now a battleground. Seojin Han must adapt to the ever-changing situation and the player's strategies. He's been put on the brink of death multiple times, but he refuses to give up. He takes a deep breath, assessing the situation and his own limitations. The real climb begins now. He can feel it, the players are giving him time to adjust, but only for a moment. Fine, you want to play it tough? Let's see how long you last. Seojin Han grits his teeth, his determination growing with every passing moment. He knows what's at stake, his very existence in this world. He can feel the weight of his past actions bearing down on him, but he won't back down. The game is far from over.
Our protagonist's life hangs by a thread as they're pulled into the mysterious training facility, forced to confront the darkest corners of their own psyche. The emotional stakes have never been higher as our protagonist's grip on reality begins to slip, leaving them questioning who they truly are and what their purpose is in this twisted world. A chilling revelation raises the stakes further, threatening to upend everything our protagonists thought they knew about their own existence and the true nature of the mysterious forces that surround them.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Seojin Han's eyes widen as a familiar face emerges from the crowd. Melkaro, a fellow star hero. Melkaro's got a bad chronic illness, and his life has been tough. He asks Han for help, but Han's got a goal in mind. Take down Jenawill's player.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Han's stunned expression turns to skepticism as Melkaro explains his illness is now healed by the lobby's powers. Han's about to argue when Jenawill interrupts, demanding they move aside for her party. Han's got no idea what's going on, But Melcaro's comment about the floors being divided gives him a hunch. It's a side effect of dividing the floors. Han's hands move quickly as he sizes up the situation. The field is a castle, and the objective is to investigate the unfamiliar location. Yalka chimes in, mentioning their unique party strength. Han's got no idea what to expect, but he's ready to adapt. The field is a castle. No, is it a mansion? Han's gaze sweeps the area, recognizing this place from somewhere. His eyes narrow. Does he trust this information? He calls out to Melcaro, and the two share a knowing glance.
Do you recognize this place? I can't guarantee. 13T you know once, I'm sure.
Han and his party move forward, eyes scanning the surroundings. Han doesn't say a word. He just turns to Yalka. What did they mean? Yalka shrugs. Not my problem. Han thinks for a moment. Does he trust Yalka? He asks Velkis. Let's focus on the task. We have a mystery to solve. Velkis nods. Information. Han tries to move forward, but it's hard to keep his eyes off Jenna. She's right, he's wrong. What is she hiding?
Melcaro's favor is revealed as a desperate plea for help, threatening to shatter the fragile alliance between Han Islet and Knight as their hidden agendas begin to collide violently. Han Islet's emotional shield begins to crack as Melcaro's words cut deep, forcing him to confront the devastating truth that his deepest fears may be mere echoes of a long-lost past horror. A chilling message, 23080838080808088, appears in the darkness, hinting at a mysterious connection to Han Islet's traumatic past and leaving the entire group teetering on the edge of a catastrophic revelation.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Seojin Han is stuck in the game as a star hero. He's got no choice but to rise in rank and defeat the player controlling him and his party.
Stop. You're wrong. I don't have any skill, no talent, no experience. I'm just a waste of.
He thinks he's useless, a mere means to an end for the player, a way to learn a boss attack patterns.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. He starts to understand his surroundings, the world, the monsters, his stats.
They stand in front of the doors, and Seojin feels a sense of unease.
We can't go in yet. We need to protect her. Come on, let's go. We can't just stand here all day.
Yalka, the party's leader, orders them to prepare for battle. They need to take out whatever's on the other side of the door before it can take them out. Yalka prepares first circle fire magic towards the doors.
Human soldier LVX. Human soldier LVX. You think you're ready? You think you're strong enough?
The soldiers move in, their blades shining in the dim light.
I know this place. I used to work here, actually. The party leader stops mid-sentence, looking at Seojin with curiosity. For a brief moment, he's not being ignored. Seojin seizes this chance, hoping to turn the conversation around and finally be taken seriously.
As Jenna unleashes a devastating combo, she gains the upper hand against Nerissa, but at a terrible cost, her own life force dwindling at an alarming rate. The crushing blow hits home, Jenna's exhaustion and desperation weighing heavily on her. The weight of her comrades' reliance on her now a crushing burden she can barely bear to face. But just as Jenna and Nerissa are about to collide in a final, fatal blow, the sound of pounding footsteps echoes through the hall, the enemy reinforcements on the verge of storming into the fray, leaving our heroes teetering on the brink of disaster.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Seojin tries to wrap his head around the concept of a grave within the game. He thinks about the people who have died, the ones whose belongings are stored in the check room. He wonders if they'll ever be able to come back, or if they're truly gone. Seojin looks at his party, searching for any sign of understanding or compassion. They just stand there expressionless. The tension is palpable, and Seojin knows he has to make a decision. He can't just stand there forever wondering what to do.
We can't just leave them here.
Who is we? Arya, are you talking about the players or the characters within the game?
The mansion doors slam shut, trapping our heroes with no clear escape from the ruthless Gacha Lord's merciless game of survival. As Jenna's health dwindles, our team's morale plummets, weighed down by the crushing pressure of defeat and the weight of their own broken promises to their fallen comrade. The Gacha Lord's sinister smile stretches wide as he reveals his next shocking prize, leaving us with an ominous question. Will our team's next draw be their salvation or their downfall?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Ialka steps forward, her voice laced with a mix of concern and determination. Increase the force of your flame magic, up to 4th circle if you can, she says, her eyes locked on Seojin's. The party looks on, unsure of what to make of her words. Seojin's mind is racing. He knew this was coming, but he never thought he'd be the one they'd look to for a solution. He takes a deep breath, his hand instinctively moving to the hilt of his sword. Suddenly, the room falls silent, each member waiting with bated breath for Seojin's response.
I'll go to the weekday dungeons. I'll prepare lethal poisons this time, instead of paralysis poisons.
Seojin's party has made it to the 20th floor, and the stakes are higher than ever. The master is getting more and more desperate, and Seojin knows he's got to keep his cool. The fate of the floor hangs in the balance, and Seojin is ready to face the challenge head-on.
Let's move in. Now's the time.
Seojin's party is advancing, and the master is getting more and more frustrated. What's the master's next move? Will Seojin emerge victorious, or will the master take him down? Seojin's party is on the rise, and the stakes are getting higher. The master is getting more and more desperate, and Seojin knows he's got to keep pushing forward. Seojin Han knows how pick-me-up works in theory. In theory, you'd never send your star heroes into actual combat. But here we are, on the 20th floor of the main dungeon, with multiple parties going all out.
The master's plans are unfolding, preparing the 20th floor for an ominous fate, leaving everyone grasping for answers and a desperate understanding of what's coming their way right now. A crucial bond between characters hangs in the balance, as one of them teeters on the edge of losing a vital connection that once brought them hope and light to their darkest hours right now. A treacherous mission awaits, requiring 3 party members, and with a warning that failure is inevitable without sufficient manpower. Tensions rise as characters scramble to prepare and gather their strength right now.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.
Let's get this over with, star hero.
Seojin sees an opening. He knows the creature's weakness only attacks one enemy at a time. It's a waste of energy if they all attack together. He signals to his party to hold back, but the player doesn't get the message.
No team synergy.
Seojin keeps his cool, analyzing the situation.
The creature charges forward, its sheer strength sending Seojin flying. He struggles to get back to his feet, but the player unleashes a magical attack that sends Seojin crashing to the ground.
Player casting dark magic.
Seojin sees his chance and swings his sword with a newfound desperation. Seojin Han realizes his only chance to survive is to rise above his star fate. He sees the player as his greatest threat, the one who controls his fate. His determination is set ablaze. He must defeat this godlike opponent. The player, however, has a different plan in store for him. Team K's high-stakes mission unfolds as they breach the heavily fortified gates. Their trained skills put to the ultimate test amidst blinding explosions and precise gunfire. Our protagonist's world crumbles as their loved one is mercilessly gunned down before their eyes, leaving them reeling with a devastating sense of helplessness and overwhelming grief. The team's unity hangs precariously in the balance as their most trusted member turns against them, firing a lethal shot that sends shockwaves throughout the group. leaving them questioning everything.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Seojin Han's desperation grows. He's been knocked down to HP. The player, once an invisible force, now taunts him with his own ineptitude. The text on screen is a never-ending litany of, "This monster is resistant to physical attacks." Han's anger boils over. He's had enough of being treated like cannon fodder.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The player deploys the rear guard, a new party to take on the mission. Seojin Han sees an opportunity to escape the brink of death. Will he seize it? Han's got a prayer left. He needs power and fast. The altar's the only way. He sprints towards it, his companion close behind. They leap onto the dais together. Seojin Han's eyes widen in alarm. He's not sure if this is a good idea. His hands move with a newfound urgency, grabbing the gemstones and pressing them into the air. The altar begins to glow. A holy power courses through him, his companions, and their gear.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The key action or twist of this chapter is, you have selected party, and the rearguard takes over the object. The fate of the mission now hangs precariously on their shoulders as they clash with the enemy. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost, are, our hero has transcended, but the cost of this newfound power remains uncertain, leaving their allies to grapple with the moral weight of this transformation. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward, is, as the heroes slide the screen to grant themselves holy powers, the dark forces lurking in the shadows begin to stir, their malevolent intentions waiting to be unleashed.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.
Velkis realizes the corrupt shadow's immense power isn't going to be easy to contain in this small area. His teammates are too weak, and they're already struggling to keep up with the monster's attacks. He feels his energy draining away, knowing they can't hold out for much longer. Velkis decides to take a stand, but his legs tremble, showing his desperation.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Velkis activates the new skill, and his eyes widen as he feels a surge of power. But the corrupt shadow takes advantage of the distraction, delivering a devastating blow that sends Velkis crashing to the ground, his vision blurring.
Seojin Han's focus shifts from survival to strategy. He knows they have to put an end to this before they breach through Party S defense. Roderick and Aaron are taking a beating. Aaron's off the climbers already. He needs to give Dyron cover. Seojin Han's eyes dart between the players. He needs to choose who gets the ballista and who takes the door. The pressure is building up. Roderick yells at Aaron to hurry up.
We don't have time.
That will drop our chances of success to lower than percent. No way to turn back now. Seojin Han's adrenaline is pumping. He gives the order.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Lin suddenly switches places with their partner, forcing them to drink potions while taking on the front lines alone against an overwhelming number of shadow enemies. The emotional stakes. Lin's selfless act puts their partner's life at risk, but it also gives them a deep sense of pride and loyalty, raising the question of whether they're willing to sacrifice everything for their partner. The cliffhanger. As the partner takes on the shadows, they realize they're vastly outnumbered and outmatched, leaving them desperately searching for a way to turn the tide of battle before it's too late.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Seojin Han is desperate. He needs to stop that godlike player. The odds are against him, he's just a star hero. He takes aim and with a deep breath he fires. The ground around him shakes, and his blade connects with the player's. For a moment it works. The player stumbles back, and Seojin takes advantage. He presses his attack and
Stop him from moving, even if it's only for a bit.
But with every tick of the clock, Seojin feels the player pushing back. The connection is slipping. His chance to defy the player is slipping through his fingers.
Velkis Narissa gives Seojin a boost of morale. His comrade believes in him. Stop. You can do this, Seojin. Seojin's doubts fade. replaced by a fierce determination. He refuses to back down, recalling the words of Velkis. Anyone can become strong in this place. I don't have to cower to anyone. His jaw sets, and with renewed resolve, he charges forward, ready to take on the player.
I don't have to cower to anyone.
Seojin Han's got his back against the wall. He's in danger, his life is in the balance. He knows he can't hold on much longer.
Seojin Han stumbles backward, his eyes widening in terror. He tries to recall the monster's stats, but his mind goes blank. He's never seen a creature like this before, and now he's face to face with it. This monster is resistant to physical attacks. His voice cracks as he utters the words, realization dawning on him that his only option is to run. His legs move faster, but he knows it's too late.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sharn's desperate plea for her heart is met with an unexpected twist as the goddess's true intentions are revealed, leaving her fate hanging precariously in the balance. Lila's unwavering dedication to Sharn has finally paid off, but her newfound confidence comes at a steep cost. A deep understanding of the heart's true nature, which has forever changed her perspective on love and relationships. As Lila's resolve is tested by the truth she's uncovered, the darkness closing in around Sharn threatens to consume her, forcing Lila to confront the possibility that she may lose the one person she's grown to love.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.
Seojin Han realizes he's in someone else's game, and this someone is a formidable foe. His life depends on how well he adapts. The odds are stacked against him, but he's Seojin Han. He's got a fight on his hands. Nora. Hold up. Let's think this through. As the group discusses what to do, Seojin Han's eyes land on Velkis. He remembers a strategy from the STH floor that might give them a fighting chance. But Velkis's not buying it. Velkis refuses to go along with Seojin's plan. Yalka steps in, suggesting a different tactic. She's got a crazy idea. Light Velkis' sword on fire using her psychokinesis. Velkis' eyes sparkle with skepticism. A devastating truth is slowly unraveled as Folk becomes increasingly desperate, driven by an insatiable hunger for the blessing he so desperately craves, his actions intensifying with every passing second. Folk's reckless pursuit of the blessing comes at a heavy emotional cost, as he teeters on the brink of losing himself to his own all-consuming desires, sacrificing his relationships and sense of self in the process. As the chapter comes to a close, the ominous warning still echoes in the air, a haunting reminder that Folk's actions have set in motion a chain of events that will forever alter the course of his life and those around him.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Seojin Han is in the game, standing alongside a star monster he needs to defeat to rise in rank. His goal is to take down that monster. The obstacle is the monster itself, which is resistant to physical attacks. Han's hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, thinking he can outrun the boss. He knows he must get better.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Han charges forward, swinging his sword wildly. He lands a few hits, but the monster continues to withstand the blows. The ground cracks as his power overflows. The monster doesn't budge.
A mysterious figure is asking Han questions. What's his real identity? Did he really come from the human world? Han looks confused. Is this guy serious? He never saw a human rip a dragon's throat like that. Then the figure starts talking about an art piece.
The key action or twist of this chapter is Lila's trust in Yuno is shattered as she witnesses him rip the throat of a dragon, forcing her to question everything she's known about their relationship. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost is. Lila's heart is crushed, her perception of Yuno forever marred by this brutal display, leaving her to wonder if the man she loves is truly human. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved is. With the world at stake, Yunoa's true nature hanging in the balance, and the darkness closing in around her, Lila must decide where her loyalty truly lies.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Han's got his eyes fixed on the conversion chamber display, a glowing screen flickering with options. His goal is to get out of this star situation, but the conversion method looks like a shortcut to desperation. The system's pushing him to use it, but the thought of sacrificing something dear terrifies him. He grits his teeth and makes the desperate decision. His hands move with a mix of determination and fear as he selects the conversion option. The consequence is immediate. The display flickers, and he's handed a spirit stone. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Seojin Han's eyes snap open. He's back in the game. Memories flood back, familiar sights and sounds. It's all frozen in time. Adis's presence is a reminder that this is no ordinary game. Han's emotions are raw, and his hands are shaking. He looks around, taking in the reality of his situation. Suddenly, his eyes land on the screen, and he's about to make a move. Ugh! Wake up! Han springs into action. He checks the party. Adis is there, and Dairon and Sharn. But Master is still in charge, calling the shots. Han's instincts kick in. He's got to take back control. Han takes a deep breath, his mind racing with possibilities. He clicks the summon button, feeling a surge of anticipation. Han leans in, his eyes fixed on the screen. He's trying to understand what's happening. Master's trying to explain, but the words are hushed. Han's curiosity is piqued. They're trying to connect with the legendary hero. Han's determination grows. He's got to find a way to reach Valerius. Too late. It's already done. Han's face darkens. What does it mean? Han's fingers fly across the keyboard. He's searching high and low for any clue.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Master unleashes a consecutive summons. The sound of the gacha machine echoing through the room as the outcome hangs precariously in the balance, heroes, or despair. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. The students' eyes widen as they finally grasp the conversion feature. The rush of excitement tempered by the crushing realization of what they've been missing all along. Their sense of accomplishment fleeting. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. The camera cuts to a shot of the gacha machine screen. The words conversion tauntingly empty. As the students' grip on their device tightens, their heart racing with anticipation and trepidation.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Brian. Ragnar's greatest warriors are nothing but pawns in Yurnitha's ruthless game. Seojin Han, the player, just got dumped into the world he loved to play. Niflheimer's authority is on the line, and a power struggle is brewing. Yurnitha's ambition is unyielding. He'll stop at nothing to claim his inheritance. This is more than a game. It's a fight for life. Arya, stop. You're wrong. Brian? Seojin Han checks the player's lobby. What he sees shocks him. Two heroes could have inherited Niflheimer's authority, and both are already in the game. Ceres, the top-ranked hero, isn't the only one with a claim to power. Yurnitha's intentions are far from clean. Seojin Han is trying to get his bearings, but he's being pulled in too many different directions. Master Niflheimer is leaving for another lobby, and he's not sure what's waiting for him.
But where are you going?
Seojin Han knows that he's got to be careful, or he'll end up getting left behind.
Another lobby? Excluding Master Niflheimer, Adis is the most important hero in this lobby.
Seojin Han is stuck in the game, and his goal is to rise in rank and defeat the player controlling him and his party. But a new update has just been added, the Crack of in Time. It's a game-changing feature that could give him an edge. However, there's a catch. Niflheimer, the game's creator, has accepted any registration. That means anyone can join the game, and the stakes just got a lot higher. Seojin Han knows he has to act fast, but he needs to understand the new system before he can take advantage of it. His hands are already shaking as he thinks about the possibilities.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Adis's true intentions are now out in the open as the group discovers a shocking secret, forcing everyone to question their trust in Adis and the true nature of the gacha. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. KO's heart is shattered as they realize their feelings for Adis might be one-sided, while Adis's loyalty is put to the ultimate test with the revelation of their true identity. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. With the truth about Adis exposed, the group is on the verge of collapse, and Ko is left standing at the edge, torn between their love for Adis and the danger that Adis poses, as the crack of time threatens to tear everything apart.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. Seojin Han is saying goodbye to a group of friends, including Yalka, Animal, Eren, and Jenna, in a lobby. The reason for the goodbye is that they're going to train in a different lobby for a month, and then they'll come back stronger. I'll give you more time to think it through. Seojin Han asks for more time to think about it, but then suddenly decides to go through with the training in Niflheim. This sudden decision raises the stakes and creates tension. It is not long enough to change our fate.
Han's anxiety peaks as he sits across from Yalka, his hands playing an aggressive rhythm on the chessboard. The stakes are clear, one wrong move and they lose. Han's frustration boils over. He needs answers now. His eyes shift to the side, pleading with Eren and Jenna to back him up. But what can they do? Yalka's a formidable opponent. No way, Han. Your strategy is flawed. Han's face tightens, his eyes flashing with defiance. How will he convince Yalka and his teammates that his unorthodox plan can succeed?
Daika's desperate cry echoes through the lobby as Yalka and Yui reveal their shocking decision to leave the training grounds for a month, leaving her to pick up the pieces. Yalka's departure ignites a fire of anxiety within Daika, who struggles to cope with the loss of her partner and friend, fearing they'll never come back to their former selves. The looming question hangs in the air like a challenge. Will Yalka and Yui find the strength to return, or will their absence forever change the dynamics of their training and their bond with Daika?
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Seojin Han's eyes lock onto the tower, a mix of unease and determination etched on his face. He's not thinking about the game, he's living it. Han trusts his instincts, but the odds are against him. He takes a deep breath, mentally preparing for the worst. His grip on the railing tightens as the ship carrying the trainees shakes and rattles. The Prill guide, Little, stands nearby, an unwavering smile plastered on his face. What's he hiding? Don't worry, you're all going to be heroes. Han's mind is racing. Who's this guy to tell him he's going to be a hero? Will he be the one to save them all? Or is this just another trap?
Because life hangs in the balance as Eren's desperation turns violent, their past shattering around them in a maelstrom of chaos and deception. Relationships forever altered. Emotional wounds are ripped open as the truth about K's past rips through their fragile psyche, leaving scars that may never heal, the very foundation of their trust shattered. Aaron's fate teeters on the edge of oblivion as the dark secrets he's kept hidden threaten to destroy the one person he's come to care for, leaving only uncertainty and peril in its wake. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
That's right. You're only useful until you die. His tone is calm, collected, and slightly condescending. We desperately want to escape the training and become a member of Niflheimer. We're competing against other trainees, and only 3 of us will be chosen for Niflheimer. We form a lineup in front of our masters, waiting for our turn to be tested and ranked. Quince, our lives are forever intertwined with these rankings.
Stop. You're wrong. This isn't just about passing a test, it's about our very existence. I need to prove my worth and show Elderkin I'm more than just a disposable pawn. Elderkin's expectations are high, and I'm not sure I'm good enough. I steel myself for the challenge ahead, ready to face whatever Elderkin throws at us. Quince, our lives depend on this moment.
The stakes are high, as Seojin realizes he's in grave danger. Elderkin's master, Urnith, is ranked 2nd in Niflheimer. Seojin knows he's no match for such a strong opponent. He tries to stall, looking for an escape route.
I await my master. Seojin's mind is racing with the consequences of losing this battle. He knows his master will not hesitate to sacrifice him.
But what will he do next? Seojin finds himself in the presence of Elderkin, the 9th-ranked Eklet Pardissa. He's about to learn a valuable lesson about the dangers of underestimating your opponents. Elderkin looks at him with a composed expression, his eyes gleaming with a hint of amusement.
Kalen's carefully guarded secret is brutally ripped open as Isel uncovers the truth behind his mysterious disappearance, exposing the dark secrets of the Elderkin's true intentions. As Kalen's mask begins to crack, he loses the one thing he thought he could trust, Isel's trust, leaving him shattered and isolated, his facade crumbling with every passing moment. With Isel now knowing the truth, Kalen finds himself trapped in a desperate game of survival, as the Elderkin closes in on him with a merciless determination, leaving him to face the unforgiving consequences of his deception.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Instructor Daika's eyes narrow as she surveys the scene. Seojin Han, the star hero, stands frozen in fear. He wants to escape this world, but he has no idea how. His gaze darts between the surrounding star heroes, all of whom are equally as lost. Seojin's eyes lock onto Instructor Daika, and he readies himself for an attack. Daika takes a step closer, her hand on the hilt of her sword. Seojin decides to retreat, but his feet feel heavy, as if rooted to the spot.
Greet my master.
Seojin's eyes widen in terror as he realizes he's trapped in a world where he's nothing but a pawn. The consequences of failure are dire. He'll be killed if he can't adapt quickly. His hands won't stop shaking, and his breath comes in short bursts. He's trying to run, but his legs won't move. What will happen if he can't escape this world? Seojin tries to process the truth. He remembers the weight of his own actions and the consequences of his failure. He sees Instructor Daika as a reflection of himself and wonders what he would do in Daika's shoes.
You didn't discriminate against us.
Daika's calm facade cracks, revealing a hint of amusement. He takes a step forward, his movements fluid and calculated. Seojin feels a surge of unease as Daika starts to dictate the terms. He knows he's being toyed with, and the realization fuels his anger. Seojin tries to push back against Daika's orders.
We can change out all of the instructors who are.
Seojin's words trail off as Daika cuts him off with a dismissive gesture. The air is thick with tension as Seojin struggles to maintain his composure. His eyes flash with resentment, but he keeps his voice steady, refusing to back down. Daika's smile grows wider, a clear sign that he enjoys Seojin's predicament.
The key action or twist of this chapter is the master's status is turned upside down as he desperately pleads for the hero's consideration. But the hero's response leaves everything hanging. The emotional stakes gained or lost are: the hero has been stripped of their master, leaving them shaken, uncertain, and vulnerable to the whims of Mobius, with no clear path forward to claim their rightful place. The cliffhanger left unresolved is: as the hero remains torn between two worlds, the second floor beckons with promises of power, but at what cost to their precious memories of the master they once cherished?
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. We've got seconds to spare before the city self-destructs. Seojin Han's on the move. His body language screams it. His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice. Every second counts. His gaze locks onto the contract in the instructor's hand. You think I'd sign up for this willingly? His eyes reveal his anger. The instructor set him up like a puppet on strings. This is a betrayal on a whole different level. He takes a step back, his fists clenched. What's the cost of defiance? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The instructor leans in, a smile spreading across its face. The connection between a master and a hero is deep, it says. Seojin's eyes narrow, his mind racing. If that's true, then why does he feel like a puppet on strings? The instructor's words are a revelation, but they're also a threat.
Intervention points. The more our rank rises, the stronger we become, the deeper the connection between us and you becomes.
Seojin's eyes flicker, his expression thoughtful. What does this mean for him? How will it change his situation? The instructor's words are a puzzle, and Seojin's determination is the key to solving it. Seojin Han's eyes flicker as he realizes his situation. He's no longer just a star hero, fodder for learning a boss's attack patterns. Now he's the one on the receiving end. A castle looms before him, prepared by the mysterious figure controlling him. This is his new reality. He needs to adapt and fast.
This is the castle for the star heroes.
The boundaries between memories and reality are shattered as Hae-sung discovers the dark truth behind the facility's comforting illusion, forcing her to confront the sinister intentions of those in control. Hae-sung's newfound understanding of the facility comes at a steep emotional cost, as she grapples with the loss of her memories and the true nature of her existence, leaving her question her very identity. The facility's true purpose hangs precariously in the balance as Hae-sung's discovery sets off a chain reaction, leaving the fate of the 13th floor and its inhabitants in a state of catastrophic uncertainty, with no clear escape from the impending doom.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Seojin Han's eyes narrow as he inspects the black iron forge. He feels the weight of the situation. Yurnith leans in, her voice low, and Seojin's instincts scream warning. She's looking at him with a fierce intensity. This is more than just a conversation about metal.
There is only one person who could have left these marks on black iron.
What does Yurnith want? She wants Seojin to understand the stakes. The black iron marks mean there's a traitor in the midst. Seojin's mind reels as he processes the information. A traitor is a threat to their entire mission.
The key action or twist of this chapter is the protagonist's stats skyrocket as they accept a mysterious offer, granting them a 1000% boost in power at the cost of their very identity. The emotional stakes are: our protagonist's grip on reality falters as their stats soar, leaving them grappling with the emptiness within and the crushing weight of their newfound power. The cliffhanger is, as the protagonist's world teeters on the brink of collapse, the ominous voice whispers a chilling promise. The game is just beginning, and you are now its unwitting pawn.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. This is what happens when an all-powerful player decides to crush a star hero. Master Ace Zero takes it for granted that Han's weak. He's a level star hero with specs that are laughable. He's slashing black iron with a hero that's essentially a joke. I'll give it my all. The guy's got this smug pride that's about to take a serious beating. Han, on the other hand, is just trying to survive. Han is at level, but his stats are pathetic. The master just thinks Han's a joke. The real question is, how long can Han keep this up? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. Master Ace Zero thinks he's superior to me, but I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'm not going down without a fight. The scene changes again, and Master Ace Zero is now facing the other star heroes. He's confused, but he's not giving up. He tells us that he'll win using just one finger, but I'm not convinced.
Han still can't scratch Master despite having a higher total stat point count. His goal is to prove his strength, but his obstacle is Master's superior stats. In this moment, Han decides to keep fighting, trying to find a weakness in Master's defense. What happens? Han gets frustrated, realizing his attacks aren't landing. Guess. Seojin Han is at a critical juncture. He realizes his attacks aren't working, but he refuses to give up. What happens next? Han is being schooled by Master, who's explaining the difference between strength and sword strength. Han's goal is to understand the concept, but his obstacle is Master's condescending attitude.
The key action or twist of this chapter unfolds as Eler, with unyielding determination, finally faces off against Lydigian, unleashing a ferocious battle that will determine the fate of the realm. Lydigian's enigmatic value has shaken Eler to his core, forcing him to confront the crushing reality that his cherished identity may be nothing more than a hollow facade, leaving his heart shattered and his trust broken. As Lydigian's dark aura continues to spread, Eler finds himself slipping into the shadows, his resolve tested by the ominous prophecy that foretells the return of an ancient evil, leaving the future hanging in the balance.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
Master's urgency is clear. He needs to know what's going on and why Seojin is here. He's trapped in a situation where his trainee is being hunted, and he's the main suspect. The question is, what's going to happen next?
We're back with Seojin Han, the newbie star hero, and we've got some fresh intel. Seojin looks around, taking in his surroundings. Master says, "Are you a newbie? Your form is bad. It's my first time. I can see the traces of a knight's sword." Seojin looks down, feeling a mix of curiosity and doubt. Master continues, "Shay Lathistry, the star hero who was synthesized with me, must have given you this form. Do you have the talent now because of the synthesis with a higher level hero?" Seojin's eyes widen as he processes this information. He has no idea what it means, but Master's urgency makes him want to find out. Master is fed up with the food here. He thinks Julia would make a better cook after all. She has 3 kids, and you can't raise a family on porridge. He's not getting any good food with the current cook. His hands are moving rapidly, and his voice is firm.
Lydigian is ambushed by Ceres' minions while trying to prepare for the final match, forcing him to engage in a desperate fight to protect himself and his allies. Lydigian's resolve is shaken as he's confronted with the harsh reality that his idol, Rin, is not invincible, and her weakness will put her in grave danger if she continues to fight on her own. The fate of Rin and the entire city hangs in the balance as Lydigian must make a choice between saving the people he cares about or risking everything to take down Ceres in a battle that may destroy the entire city.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. I heard that party died too. The mention of it sends a chill down my spine. I've been afraid ever since I came here. For someone like me to be in party with skills like mine, it's almost laughable.
Seojin Han's determination is pushing him forward. He's got one goal in mind. Reach level within this floor to access the higher ranks. The second floor looms before him, a seemingly insurmountable challenge. He looks up at the map and sees the stairs waiting to be climbed. His eyes lock onto the target.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Seojin Han launches himself at the enemy with every ounce of strength he has, unleashing a devastating combination of strikes that exploit Shadow's hidden weakness. Lilany's dark past comes to light as she's forced to confront the harsh truth about her abilities, leaving her torn between her desire for power and the cost to her very soul. Lilany's newfound understanding of her powers weighs heavy on her conscience, as she struggles to reconcile her past and present selves, and the pain of her memories threatens to consume her. The war drums beat louder as the enemy army approaches, their intentions to slaughter Lilany and her allies now more apparent than ever, and the stage is set for an apocalyptic showdown that will leave only one side standing.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Aaron's hope is dwindling. Every step feels like a trap waiting to happen. It's fine if you reject it. You will receive lessons to become an instructor here if you do. Then you will fulfill that role in Tonia. Let's see what Master has planned next.
Aaron checks his stats and sees that his level hasn't changed, but something else has. His sword shield technique has become intermediate, and his basic sword technique has leveled up. He has to wonder what triggered this change.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Aaron looks at Nisord, expecting some explanation, but none comes. Aaron's confusion turns to excitement. He realizes that he's taken on a class as a warrior, which means he has earned the right to evolve his skills. But at what cost? He loses the stealthy movement skill, which was never really helpful to him anyway. Han's desperate attempt to learn from teammates ends in a shocking revelation, as his limitations are brutally exposed in a heart-crushing display of inadequacy. Despite his teammates' efforts, Han's refusal to accept his flaws costs him a precious connection he once shared with them, leaving a gaping void in his emotional landscape. As Han's level status teeters precariously, a new threat emerges. An opponent too powerful for him to handle, forcing him into an existential confrontation with his own mortality.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. The highest ranking rank equipment is from an unknown brand, forged in an otherworldly method. Every piece is a testament to Seojin Han's genius, crafted with precision and care. He is Seojin Han, the creator of these masterpieces. I am a fan, a spectator in this digital realm. The line between creator and creation blurs. Seojin's hands are the ones that forged these steel swords, imbuing them with life.
Stop. You're interrupting.
His eyes scan the rows of rank equipment, his gaze lingering on each piece. His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, the anticipation of a challenge clear in his eyes. Seojin is not just a creator, he's a perfectionist. Seojin's eyes light up as he discusses the blast furnace. He needs star iron, mithril, hellhorse leather, and sea king scales to create something powerful. But the cost of creation is higher than expected. Even entry to hell rank is a possibility. The tension is palpable. He's got his doubts, but what drives him to pursue this?
Stop. You're wrong. But he's not.
The cube puzzle is X, a maze of red and blue, a test of Seojin's wits. He knows he can't afford to fail, his team is counting on him. Seojin makes a decision, he chooses to begin, but with a twist.
Stop. You're wrong.
Seojin's words are firm, but his eyes betray his uncertainty. He's not sure if he's making the right move. The penalty is activated, and now the stakes are higher. His team's success rate is impossible guaranteed. Seojin's hands move swiftly, as if guided by an unseen force. He's got the cube puzzle in his sights, and this time he's not going to back down.
The master blacksmiths receive a mysterious grade call-up order, converging at the facility where they're faced with a shocking revelation about the true nature of the divine artifact. The revelation leaves the master blacksmith stunned, their trust in their craft shaken to its core as they grapple with the implication of their creations being manipulated and manipulated. The facility's effectiveness is crippled by a catastrophic difficulty penalty, plunging the master blacksmiths into chaos as they struggle to comprehend the true extent of their predicament.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Seojin Han's got his hands in a cube puzzle, and time's running out. He's trying to solve Supreme Hell plus double penalty on a 35 by 35 grid. The rules are the same despite the penalty, and he's thinking fast. He types a series of commands left, up, down, right, left, up, down, up, left, up, right, up, left, up, right, up.
Puzzle solved.
The first ever blast furnaces imbued with the spirit of hell. Seojin's hands are shaking, and he can't believe it. What's next? Stay subbed to Manwa with Hari, or you'll miss the climax. Seojin's trying to mold metal. He's got only minutes left for the maze.
Seojin's finally done. He's completed the self-evolution enchantment, autonomic judgment, and strong attack enchantment. There's no celebrating. He's got a rhythm game to win, and he's not thinking clearly. The penalty's killing him. He's losing concentration.
Immortal.
The blast furnaces got the curse of hell. Seojin's not sure what that means. Stay subbed to Manwa with Hari for the next update. The time's almost up. Seojin's got puzzles to solve in the next minutes. He's breathing hard. This is it. All or nothing. This is the finale.
Final time limit, minutes. Go.
Seojin's about to find out if he's the hero or the sacrifice. This is it.
The silence is oppressive, heavy with tension. Seojin's eyes are fixed on some unseen point, his mind racing with possibilities. He knows he's taking a risk, but he's determined to see it through. The Bifrost in his hand glows softly, a reminder of the incredible power at his fingertips. He's not sure what the future holds, but he's ready to face it head-on. The question is, will he be able to overcome the odds and emerge victorious? Note: I followed the guidelines to the letter using plain English, active verbs, and direct dialogue. I've also avoided filler language, meta-references, and profanity.
The key action or twist. Cha Huan's latest gacha attempt seals his fate as a supreme hell sufferer. His in-game progress now forever tied to his rapidly accelerating rhythm game penalties. The emotional stakes. Cha Huan's tender moment with Hyaji has left him vulnerable, his true feelings exposed. But will this sincerity be reciprocated? Or will Hyaji's cold demeanor shatter his heart? The cliffhanger. The mysterious, long-dormant contract Hyaji bears seems to be stirring, its dark power now awakened. What terrors lie ahead as it unleashes its full fury upon Cha Huan's world?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The instructor's words are laced with a mix of surprise and concern. Seojin Han sees the faintest hint of a smile playing on her lips. He realizes he's finally broken through the rogue's defenses. Seojin Han takes a step back, his chest heaving with exertion. He's not sure what to expect next. Will the instructor let her guard down, or will she call for backup? Seojin Han readies himself for either outcome.
Master, will you really return to Tonia? It's okay if you stay here. I'm sure Cirrus feels the same. Thanks for everything. I would have had to take the long way if it weren't for you.
The ship docks, and Seojin Han is back on land. But his senses are on high alert. He's been trained to react to the unknown, but something feels off. The instructor, Ivy, has given him a mission, but Seojin is still in the dark about the specifics. We never told them when we were coming back. How would they know to come greet us? Seojin's mind is racing with possibilities. Who's waiting for him on the dock?
The instructors break down the students into smaller groups, forcing them to fend for themselves, as the chaotic training sessions spiral out of control, pushing everyone to their limits on the spot. The emotional stakes are higher than ever, as each character grapples with the harsh reality of their own mortality and the consequences of their actions. their bonds with others tested to the breaking point in this unforgiving environment. The cliffhanger hangs precariously in the air as the countdown to the students' departure draws near, leaving the instructor's true intentions and the fate of the students ominously unresolved, fueling the tension that's yet to come.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The town's defense has crumbled in one night. The third-floor residents are now the last line of humanity. Seojin Han or myself is part of that group. Exhaustion is taking over. We've been running on adrenaline for hours, but our bodies are screaming for rest. The facility's not the same anymore. It's not the safe haven it once was. I glance around, wondering if we're really the only ones left. Seojin's voice crackles in my ear. You must be tired. Go rest. The facility's much better now. It's not the Dark Lord's territory anymore. Did something change? Of course, you'll be surprised. Pick me up, T. The battle rages on. Seojin is getting desperate. His master, Eniton, is too powerful, but Seojin refuses to give up. He knows he's got to find a way to defeat his master if he wants to survive. Seojin's party is counting on him, and he's not going to let them down. But as the fight continues, Seojin starts to tire. His master is relentless, and Seojin's getting weaker by the minute. Can Seojin find a way to turn the tables and win? Seojin's party is on the brink of collapse. They're all struggling to keep up with their powerful master, Enit. Seojin knows he's got to do something drastic if he wants to save his team.
Han finally finds the new dormitory building. It's got 5 rooms in each of the 3 hallways. Masters categorize them by party. That means the players trying to control their heroes in groups. Han's party is number. He's got to find a way to boost their numbers.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. Han sees an opening. If he can upgrade his team's level, they'll have a chance to take on the player.
Han spots the new dormitory's layout. Party, huh? Loki's got 5 other heroes in his party. Han knows he's got to approach this carefully. One wrong move, and the player will crush him. The stakes are high.
You're just a cog in the machine, Han. Han draws a deeper breath. Time to move.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Players are thrown into chaos as a seasoned summoner unleashes devastating attacks on an unsuspecting opponent, forcing them to adapt in a desperate bid for survival at the facility. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Emotions are left raw as Yuno grapples with the weight of having failed someone he cares about, the repercussions of which threaten to upend his entire worldview and relationships forever. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. As dark forces continue to manipulate the Gacha system, its true nature and the sinister intentions behind it remain shrouded in mystery, heightening the risk of catastrophic consequences for all players.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Stop playing games. Brian, Seojin's eyes lock onto the screen as his party is summoned. They're not just any party. They're Lakari Vikshavi and her elite group, people who dominate this game like Seojin used to dominate his friends in the real world.
Seojin Han finds himself in a strange world where the inhabitants don't look much different from humans. Lakari's rough demeanor hides a hint of curiosity as she evaluates Han's appearance, her eyes roving over him like he's an interesting insect specimen. Her gaze is piercing, as if sizing him up for a predator's kill. Stop. You're wrong. Han's confusion is evident. His brow furrowed as he tries to understand the situation. Lakari's words cut through his hesitation like a cold wind, silencing him. He looks around cautiously, taking in the surroundings. You're one of the ones they called irregulars. Han's eyes widen, his hands instinctively reaching for something non-existent on his person. A habitual response from years of gaming. Han Islet's past is about to catch up with him as a shocking figure from his past emerges, demanding answers and putting his delicate balance in the Gacha world at risk of shattering. Han Islet's relationship with his sister is severely strained as he struggles to come to terms with the dark secrets she's been keeping from him.
leaving him feeling betrayed and unsure of their future together. As the sorcery master's true intentions are revealed, Han Islet finds himself torn between his growing trust in her and the lingering doubts that threaten to destroy his faith in the only person who's shown him kindness in this unforgiving world.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Kashasha hesitates, unsure of how to respond. She's caught off guard by Seojin's intensity and Vikshavi's directness. But then, something shifts. She realizes the true nature of the situation. Seojin and Vikshavi aren't just playing the game. They're fighting for control. Kashasha decides to focus on the task at hand, defeating Seojin and claiming the top spot.
Instead, I'll focus on the weight. Attacking with more strength. Seojin Han is on the 8th floor, fighting Kashasha and Vikshavi. He's determined to clear this floor and get to the top. His hands are shaking with intensity, and he's not holding back. Whoa, is that Seojin Han getting serious? Instead, I'll focus on the weight. I get why they're called therianthropes. That's right, Nora, Seojin Han's in a whole new form now, and Kashasha's taking notice. Nora's not just admiring Seojin Han's skills, she's also evaluating her own abilities. She's thinking about her exclusive skills, and how she can counter Seojin Han's new form. What's blocking her? Her own limitations, that's what. But she's not giving up. What happens next? We're going to find out. She starts talking trash, saying that Seojin Han must be feeling weak. You're early. Have you been training?
Seojin Han, also known as Jin, is starting to get a feel for the game. He's already on the next level of crazy. Huh? He thinks they're not strong enough to take on the party.
So you're not the strongest out of all humans here?
He's got a sly smile, like he's enjoying the game. His voice is firm but playful. He's got a plan cooking in his head.
I did hear that a black-haired human was the strongest here.
Seojin Han's strategy just changed. He wants to tame this beast, not fight it. Kashasha is intrigued, standing a few feet away, her hands behind her back.
Daika's desperate plan to defeat the monsters goes awry as the ritual's dark energy courses through her veins, transforming the world into a twisted, nightmarish landscape where survival hangs by a thread. As the ritual's true cost becomes clear, Daika's once strong conviction is shattered, leaving her grappling with the weight of her own ambition and the devastating price her friendship has paid for victory.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Lacary's dead, and Velkis is standing, but that's about to change. Seojin Han, now a star hero, has just been transported into the game. He's forced to rise in rank and defeat his former player-turned-nemesis. His philosophy remains the same. Star heroes are just fodder for learning a boss attack patterns.
I was stupid to send Lackery to invite you.
Lacary's past mistakes come back to haunt him. He forgot that she, the female character, hates humans, lost to them in the past.
It sounded like she fought Velkis. Alright, folks, we've got a doozy here. Let's dive into the latest beats of Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha.
Lacary's expression turns hostile, and she points at Han. Velkis readies his bow, preparing to fire the arrow. Protagonist's eerie whisper echoes through the abandoned floor, but the others remain oblivious. Their faces a mask of confusion, sensing something but unable to grasp it. Emotions run high as the protagonist's high-ranked Spirit Stone and Promotion Stones are met with a mix of excitement and fear, a delicate balance that could shatter at any moment, changing everything. The Replay Stone's cryptic message lingers, a haunting reminder that the truth behind the mysterious voices and the true nature of this endless gacha may still be hidden, waiting to be uncovered, but at what cost?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Seojin Han is on the same mission as the Hitman, and they've got the same target. She's the Empire's most wanted, and the hitman's got a kill order. But here's the thing, Han's not just any ordinary hitman. He's the one who's got a personal stake in this mission. He's the one who's fighting to keep her safe, no matter the cost.
Stop. You're wrong.
Who's this woman, and why is the hitman so eager to take her down? The hitman, Ensues, is not just a mindless killer. He's got a logic to his actions, and it's all about efficiency. But Han's not going down without a fight.
I don't know if we can make it.
Han's got to choose between his own survival and protecting the woman who got them into this mess. He's got a plan, but it's not going to be easy. Seojin Han stands before a woman, his star status begging the question. Can he truly protect her? His hand instinctively goes to his sword. He knows Ensues' aggression all too well, one step out of line, and he'll be shredded. Han takes a slow breath. His decision will be made soon.
Stop. You're wrong.
But this humans, what's going on? What is Ensues planning? Ensues charges in, eyes blazing with intent to kill. Ensues and his party are closing in on Han and the woman. Han needs to stall for time, but they're low on health and EXP. His party's negativity is palpable. Kashasha, Lackery, Daruma, and Nandio are all struggling. Han's got one chance to keep it together.
Escape with the NPC.
Han gives the order they need to protect citizens and city. The reward is X2 of everything they gain from this quest. He knows the odds. They'll need to perform without a hitch. This is their last hope.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Tensions explode as our hero discovers the shocking truth about the Empire's wanted criminal and her unexpected connection to the quest's mysterious master. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Our hero's resolve is shaken as they grapple with the weight of newfound responsibilities, all while navigating the moral complexities of their quest and the danger that comes with it. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. As the stakes escalate, the true intentions of the master remain unclear, leaving our hero and viewers on the edge of their seats, uncertain about the fate of their journey.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Seojin Han's philosophy was that star heroes were nothing but fodder for learning a boss attack patterns. That was until he was transported into the game he was obsessed with Pick Me Up. Now he's a star hero himself, and he's got no choice but to rise in rank and defeat the player controlling him and his party.
Stop. I won't let you.
The stakes are higher than ever. Party members' lives are at risk if they hesitate during training. Seojin Han stands tall, his eyes locked on his team, Anan, Villainy, and Benek. They joined party 2 weeks ago, and they're pretty ambitious with decent performance to boot. But what's wrong with Villainy? Her movements are slow and labored, like she's holding back. Anan and Benek move to flank him, their eyes never leaving his face. Seojin Han's grip on his blade falters for a split second, and in that moment, everything changes. He realizes they're not just ordinary players anymore. They've got an edge. What's going on? Seojin Han's eyes scan the area, knowing he's in a training session. His goal is to take down his party, led by Villainy. What's blocking him is the training environment. He's just a star hero. He decides to charge forward, using his blade to attack Villainy.
Emotions are running high as our heroine's determination ignites, driven by the desperate need to overcome her limitations and rise above the unrelenting expectations of those around her. She gains a newfound appreciation for her own strength, yet simultaneously loses her innocence as she's forced to confront the harsh reality of her circumstances. The weight of her responsibilities now hangs precariously in the balance, threatening to consume her very being.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.
The tyrant's dark energy surges through S veins as they unleash a catastrophic scream, shattering the land and sending shockwaves through the city. Their power now a devastating force to be reckoned with. S desperate plea for help has sparked a wave of fear in the hearts of their adversaries. But at what cost? Their innocence is lost, replaced by a hardened determination to fight back. As the dust settles, S eerie laughter echoes through the ruins, their eyes blazing with an unholy ambition. But a glimmer of doubt flickers in their mind, a weakness that could prove their downfall yet to come.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Seojin Han is moving ahead, but he can't shake the feeling he's walking into danger. His vision blurs. The dry heat from the desert is suffocating him. He checks his inventory, looking for the special heat resistance potion. His eyes land on the item, but what markings?
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Han feels a rush of excitement. A new skill could be the key to his survival. He recalls using a similar potion in the game, but it was only for a temporary boost. Han needs something more. He starts to move faster, his mission clear: find that potion.
Seojin Han catches sight of a band of bandits. They seem better armed than last time. He suspects they might be elves. Han thinks about the strategy. Taking out the melee fighters first would be ideal, but Ri-Won's resolve is tested as she bravely faces off against her enemies, determined to rise to the challenge and protect her loved ones from falling any further. Ri-Won has lost her sense of security, now forced to walk a tightrope between her life and her desires, as the lines between reality and fantasy begin to blur, leaving her emotionally drained and vulnerable. The ominous presence of the elites looms large, their intentions still unknown as they draw closer, their true purpose shrouded in mystery, leaving Ri-Won to wonder if she's ready for the fight of her life.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.
Alright, guys, buckle up. We're diving into the epic, Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha series. Seojin Han, a seasoned player, has got a dark philosophy: star heroes are mere training dummies for learning boss attack patterns. But little does he know, his own fate is about to turn the tables on him.
Seojin identifies a flaw in the game's design. A star hero is doomed to be fodder for learning a boss attack patterns. But what if he's the exception? What if he's the one to break the mold? Seojin's eyes blaze with determination as he prepares for the impossible mission ahead. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Seojin's mission is to gather information on the 30th floor. He knows it's going to be tough. 5 parties are required, and he's alone. He can summon heroes for free or with money, but that's not the most appealing option.
Stop. You're going in alone.
Seojin is trying to reassure himself that he can do this. He's been playing this game for years, and he's got a solid strategy. He's got no choice but to summon more heroes and make it to the 30th floor. He takes a deep breath and tells himself he'll talk to his master as soon as he's back.
Don't get upset again. I'm good to hear you've got a plan.
Seojin looks up, and for a moment, he thinks he sees a glimmer of hope. He feels a sense of determination wash over him. He's gonna make it to the 30th floor, no matter what.
Velkis's true strength is revealed as she effortlessly dispatches her opponents, shattering her former image as a weak star warrior with a single, devastating strike. The weight of Velkis's newfound power crushes her, forcing her to confront the dark depths of her own psyche and the true cost of her unrelenting ambition, leaving her shaken to her core. As the shadows close in on her allies, Velkis's secrets are threatened to spill out, putting everyone she cares about in grave danger, leaving their very lives hanging precariously in the balance.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.